Welcome, mercenaries. It's Osama. Welcome to the Syndicate. Today's episode is going to be a nice quick episode. It's going to be a nice quick overview of the Mossberg 590A1 shotgun. But first of all, before we get into that, I'd like to do a nice shout out. You know, I don't do any shout outs here, or should I say I haven't done any. I guess I'll do this one now, a break behind it. So I'm going to do a shout out to a few channels. And these are probably channels many people probably don't watch or whatever the case may be. But I'd like to give a shout out to Precision Rifle Network. I'd like to give another channel shout out to Ray Sanchez over there at Thunder Beast. Met Ray before a few years ago. By phone, I had some information I wanted to share with Ray, and he was more than willing to, accept the intel that was given to him, and he sent me a nice care package. But that's not the reason why, he's an awesome guy. But Thunder Beast makes some great cans, and those guys over there, they're doing a hell of a job. I'm still holding on to this 50% on Thunder Beast suppressor certificate, so maybe I'll use it, or I tried to give it away, but nobody wanted it, Ray. Maybe I'll try again. And I also want to shout out to some smaller channels. Also, before I get into that, X-Ring. Love X-Ring. I can watch his channel all day. He does mainly long range, but he does other things like dabble into the NFA. Special little toys come out. He's the first one with it. Or like with the new Garmin Zero X1 or C1 chronograph, the Pro chronograph, the new little Garmin chronograph. That's a nice little piece of kit there. If you've seen in the shorts, you see Double A Aaron has one, and we put it through the paces, and it's done pretty well. But I've seen another guy's channel, Jonathan Ocab. He did a comparison comparing the Garmin to the lab radar to the magneto speed to try to get a base of where the chronograph at, if I could use that term that way, to see how accurate they are. I would figure, like everybody else figures, that the magneto speed V1 is the best chronograph out right now overall, because it's right there at the muzzle, compared to the Garmin. And the lab radar uses a Doppler that sends waves down range and picks up the bullet. And I'm guessing that that location where it detects the bullet is where it's detecting the speed at, versus the magneto speed gets it right there at the muzzle. So that one's usually probably going to be the more truer number. And like I say, with Jonathan Ocab's video, the Garmin was about 6 to 9, we'll use 6 to 10 feet within that threshold of being off from the lab radar and the magneto speed V3. And then the lab radar was a little bit more between 1 and 5 feet per second off from the magneto speed V3. So the Doppler does its job, but if you have a lot of cans that are different sizes and lengths and all that good stuff, it's easier just to put the Garmin up, because you don't have to aim it anywhere. Just put it right in front of the, right next to your gun, and have it facing down range, and you don't have to line up anything like the lab radar. Just place and go. But some more tubers before we get into the video. Few guys who've been supporting the channel. Oh, I don't think y'all know. I was selected by the Overzealous Collector in one of his giveaways. Now I have to try to link up with the young man to get my prize from him. I won a Smith & Wesson one-time field use pistol cleaning kit. It's a one-time use. You bust the pouch open, use the content, maybe give like a little sleeve like lube of lubricating oil or something like that. You know how you get like out like the Neosporin pack, you have something like that that just, puts the little oil out or a little lube out. Maybe like a little disintegrating type cloth that, you know, wipe it down and it breaks down everything on the pistol, whether it's the barrel or the slide or the controls on the frame. I'm not saying like disintegrate, like it disappears, but you know, you just use it one time and throw it away. I guess the proper term I should have used was disposable, but it is what it is. So, Overzealous Collector, thank you, brother, for your support with the channel. And your channel has, so not even gonna say surprisingly, but has painstakingly surpassed my channel with over 1,000 subs. So congratulations on that, brother. Also gonna thank Big Boy's Noise. He has a nice little channel, Philadelphia, PA in the house. True Eagles fan. I won well, I say won, but it was my turn this cycle to get the poly ammo. So the pot is at 70. He said he's looking to upgrade it to 3 more people to make it a full 10. So that'll be $10 per head for each person. Then on the second go around is when the person gets the next pot. So, like I said, as of right now we're at 70. He wants to get it to 100. Then he said next year we're going up from $10 to $15 every 2 weeks. So, sounds like it's gonna be like another bill, but then the money comes back to you. So it's like you're really breaking even, but you're spreading the money around. So that's a great gesture, the poly ammo. And I know my money's probably due, Big Boy's Noise. So just know that I'll send you my deposit maybe after this video gets posted. And on a side note, go Michigan. They just pulled it off against Ohio State. Just pulled it off. So they got the pick in the end to seal the deal. And congratulations, Jim Harbaugh. 3rd game in the suspension, and team came through with the W. And back to the guns. Eyes and Ears Tactical. Another Steeler fan like myself, you know. Glad to see that Matt Canada's gone, but that's on a side note. But I just want to shout out to him because he just received a package from Citizen 2A Citizen. And had a nice little care package there to help him with his AR pistol build. You know, nice few cosmetic parts, you know, here and there. And some advertising wear like stickers and business cards. And also shout out to the Citizen 2A Citizen. He's been a real long time supporter of the channel. Real long time supporter. There's a few more channels out there. I'll probably get 2 more out. I haven't checked in with him in a while, but he has a good channel with a lot of NFA stuff. Range Toys, and that's toy. T as in Tango, O as in Oscar, Y as in Yankee, Z as in Zulu. Range Toys, 2 words. Check him out. He has a lot of binary triggers, a lot of suppressors. He's like me. He's in the class 3 a lot, so he has lots of suppressors, SBRs, you know, things of that nature. Check him out also. Real great supporter of the channel. And if I had to give one more, it's a lot out there, but I'll give a shout out to a guy who's just recently subbed. I think he's part of the Polyammo, Tamarcus TV. Welcome, brother. Salute from Osama. And I think it was you that had that Joker AR pistol. Real nice looking pistol there. Made me think that Heath Ledger is smiling down from heaven, but just looking at that Joker. But that's a real nice one. All right, mercenaries. None of that's off the chest. But get into today's video. So today's video is going to be on a nice pickup that I acquired. I want to say, was it earlier this year, sometime this year or last year? Went into my favorite FFL SOT, and they had police trade-ins from the county. The county sheriff's department traded in their shotguns because they were renewing or resupplying on some new gear. So ended up getting the savings passed on to me as the civilian. I guess I'm getting a good return on my tax money spent. To have a $200 military shotgun, even though it's used. I want to say because I don't think offhand I looked at my 590A1 AOW shotgun, but I want to say those shotguns are smooth bore. I want to say smooth bore. So nice smooth bore shotgun. It was a whole crate of them, to be truthful to you, that they had. He was able to pick out the one you want. And since they love me so much, you know, everybody loves Osama. So they let me, you know, take some accessory that's off of one shotgun and put on the other. You know, if it had two different slings, but the sling I wanted was on another shotgun, let me swap it out. You know how it goes, Osama. Fair swap, no swindle. That's how we operate. So, here we go. Our $200 shotgun. And as you can see there, unload it. See if I can stick something in through here, look in through the finger. Pinky in there, nothing. Nice shotgun here. Pump action shotgun. I said this is a 16.5 inch barrel. So just in the legal length here. Still got the original screws here. I could put me a Picatinny rail here and put me a rail in the optic, or just put some sights up here to go along with the front bead. And this was one of the nicest looking shotguns that they have. One of the nicest looking shotguns. So, like I say, I'm going to show it. Hopefully the camera will pick it up. 590A1. Don't know if you can see it. I'm working on it, but actual 590A1 military. Remember, if you've seen the $5 tech stamp video, military combat shotguns have metal trigger guards. So if you want to know if it's military issue, you knock on that there. If you hear plastic plink, it ain't right. If you don't hear anything and you put a magnet to it, it's military. So FYI. And this shotgun here came with this nice sling with the shell holder. And if I had to guess, it probably holds about a dozen shells. Say 4, 8, 12, 15. Guess I can't really count that well. So holds 15 shells. Here in this little shell holder. Like I said, it's adjustable here with the little clip here to adjust the length of the shotgun. You know, you want a little more tighter, or you want it a little looser. You know, I'm a hefty size fella, so I gotta have it a little loose. But yeah, $200. Can't beat that with a stick. Can't beat it with a stick. And I want to say it shoots 2.5 and 3 inch, if I'm not mistaken. My local range, the closest one to the headquarters, doesn't allow shotguns because there's a lot of scrubs and noobs and squids out here just shooting the target holders. And so I haven't been able to take this out and put rounds through it. But I plan on changing out the little pump 4-lever here, 4-grip, and putting the one that has actual grip on it and a flashlight built into it. So I'll turn this more into a home defense shotgun. Mag tube here, I want to say holds maybe, for the 16, I want to say it probably holds 5. Maybe 5 tops if I'm shooting 2 3/4, and maybe about 3 if I'm shooting, maybe 4 if I'm shooting 3-inch magnums. But I really want to say it's 4 plus 1, 4 in the tube, 1 in the head. And if I want to get fancy and ghost load, you know, I can put one of those. And too bad I didn't bring any ammo down here. I could have showed you what the ghost load was, but that'll be for next time, mercenaries. And like I say, $200 can't be. It's a lot of cosmetic wear on the shotgun. You know, it's probably mostly been sitting on a rack or sitting, you know, next to the officer, and, you know, next to him, been sliding around, getting banged up on shit. You know, they treat things like a tool, you know what I mean? But, you know, if you take care of your stuff will take care of you. So I know cosmetics can happen anytime, you know, rushing to get out the unit, could be banged up on stuff. I'm not knocking that. Definitely not knocking that, because when the adrenaline's pumping, it's time to, you know, earn your money, your paycheck. Stuff like that is minuscule. But in other words, I just want to thank everybody for tuning in. Like I say, well, before I go, police trade-ins. I'm a real big fan of police trade-ins. I've always bought police trade in firearms in the past. I feel that you get a great deal for one. It's your tax money going back to you, selling you a discounted price item. And number three, it's like Forrest Gump would say, opening a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get till you open the box. Sometimes I bought in pistols that were police trading that just have carry wear. They were probably a higher up that was working more in the department, like in the headquarters. You know, someone who rarely was a beat cop, you know, getting in and out the patrol, doing traffic stops, things of that nature. So I've gotten some that have seen some action, not saying that the barrel's been shot out and it was their gun for 20 years and, you know, never none of those. Because they usually come in the bin and you pick what you want as long as you got there beforehand before you get the last of the pickings. So police trade-ins are a nice way to get firearms for a nice price. And I usually just mainly just use them for range toys. But besides this one here, this would be a nice home defense. And that's what I'm going to kit it with, because it ain't going to take much but a few $100s to, you know, kit it out, and, you know, probably about $300-400. And she'll be, you know, right where she needs to be, and serve her purpose as a home defense shotgun. But yeah, mercenaries, never sleep on a good deal and never pass up a good deal or steal. All right, mercenaries, thank you for tuning in to the Syndicate. This is Osama signing out. Osama,